Good morning, Naya. Na like 10 o'clock in the morning in Kansas. I'm in Kansas right now. And I saw you look in the garage or backyard, inside the thing in the backyard. But yeah, good morning, Naya. It's na 10 o'clock in the morning in Kansas, and I know say waiting 3 o'clock in a salon, so just want to say hello to everybody with this salon. And man, I just don't come about what is it 2 weeks ago. I don't miss salon one. I don't miss salon bad already, so I just want go back. But they say rain they come. They can't rain where they can. I say okay, now rain season not so. So not get for Christ say rain they come. Where rain come, rain get for come. Yeah, I think that's in the last 10 what they live now. The last time after the game where we play na Guinea after the qualification after. Hey babe, are you guys going now? Okay. This became the pack out for me different things. You know, I'll focus on my live session. So yeah, that's the last time I come on live and man, I say that feeling of qualification, that feeling of the joy, or as people that can say, the jubilation inside salon. I don't know. I go say every sufferness in general, where you don't suffer per football for salon, to me, that was the perfect payment where the people them show for able for celebrate the kind way where we celebrate, the kind way where they welcome we back inside salon, the kind way where it was a peaceful celebration all over the country. And I say we'll not be able for go travel na the other parts them na salon for make we go see how people then celebrate na, you know, Makeni, na Pujan, na Kenema, na this, but just the facts then say we able for come from Cambia, from Pamalap to Cambia, to go inside Freetown and for see the way people them welcome we. It just shows yeah, Sierra Leoneans, we deserve something good, and that feeling there, that day there, I know I still, yeah, it's very difficult for me to try to explain how it really feel, because it don't take wait. One second, guys. It don't take where we they really look for something so amazing. We could really make everybody then celebrate inside salon and all around the world. Sierra Leoneans, they're everywhere. But if you know me, you know say I'm very patriotic. I love that green, white, and blue pastel team. Even when it comes to salon football, in the past 12 years, 9 or 13 years now, I don't be part of the national team. So if you know me, I always broadcast me travel. I always broadcast me experience for the national team, whether na, you know, the beginning, what they did from where the big one and they around me, the Mohamed Kalon and Pasafa, or Ahmed Kanu as coach, Paul Pakas and all these guys, Kemokai Kalons and Warren Kanu and all these guys, when they're around, you know, I always try to be myself, and I always try for show, you know, say where we on time reach for that will be the old one them. I definitely get for make sure say things are going in a straight line. That's how we feel. That's how we feel. But it's difficult. It's really, really difficult for draw straight line where you can pass along football. It's very difficult. But let's talk about the game small. Yeah, let's talk about this this event. Now events me call them this event against against Benin, where from the first time we not play to the. So we did obviously this game that big game, yeah, and we don't go play in Lesotho, and obviously we want that result in Lesotho, and when we win Lesotho, no problem. Through the travels, so the pass in Lesotho, now we did through the airports. Actually, after we don't result, we get through the airports, and the try for C say, okay, how the Nigeria game to go? How the Nigeria game to go? If the way the Nigeria game to go put we inside the right position for make we go get a chance after we play Daddy, against Benin.
Can you give me back for Sushi's poo?
What?
Get us a Chelsea bag.
Look back then, they be under. Just one fine. Just one number. Tell mommy if you need bag them, say bag them in at the park, okay?
What?
At the park, there's bags. So anyway, so we go through the airports, and then now we see Nigeria score. And all of a sudden everybody the walk and person say, Nigeria don't score. We don't believe. Everybody they look through the phone, they use the Wi-Fi in the airports and try to look through the phone. I love you. See, I try to focus. I try to send them out so just I could just focus and talk to that today. But everybody they look through then phone. Everybody look through the phone for try to see what the Nigeria result. What's the Nigeria result? And then one person say Nigeria don't score. Next person say Nigeria don't score. And we're all just walking through, and you could just feel the energy for say something that happened. Something deeper happened, and we'll finally confirm and now say yes, Nigeria score in the last seconds of the game. So say now everything they under we own control now. Everything they under we own control for try to say, yeah, we can go play inside we own country, inside Salon against Benin. All things they now on the hand. Now when I get the control for making able to change the history. And that was pressure. I know the life owner, that was pressure. That was pressure for low, for myself. We think, okay, as one of the older players in the team, we don't be around, they don't see the sufferness of the football, na salon, and the hunger of how much people they want qualify. Also people anymore, even the players, them we don't play before we, how much they really, really want to play at the AFCON. I begin to think about all the things I made. They all sit on there. We reach Salon. You feel what's in the go on. You feel the pressure. You feel it from the people them. And going through that game, and this is when it happened. I remember when we landed at Salon, I corner 2-3 people them. I began to feel and say, the president get to do something for we. I be get that feeling there. So I corner 2-3 people that I say, boy, the big. I say, I tell Prezo, Leno kind of training, I say, I beg. I say, if you kind of training, the pressure, they really dip man them. So Leno kind of training. Let just left now, please, I beg. This was sports minister. I tell 1-2 other man them. And at that time, I say, please, I say, when I tell the president, let no kind of training, let left now. I say, because trust me, if you kind of training, the tempo, they even higher, man did begin nervous, That's the so sports minister Yellen Care says, okay, we'll try to pass the message. Say then the next day, night time, he say, Kai, say, don't pass the message. He say, but the pass say they come. He say, my power pass can at the stadium and come on to see me. Hey God. I just wait to say, we did part training that day in the stadium. Oh, I just watch them. I just try for Yeri when the sirens then they come, because I say, man, this is different, This is one moment, one really big moment for the country, and obviously I respect the president for that. And they want to make sure say himself able to motivate the players them for that. Now the president become when they call roll in the corner, and we don't really kind of get an idea of what can get for happen, because every time when they play game that saloon this 19. Every time they play game, anybody will get the opportunity for go see the preso, whether or not the previous president or the president now, we do run for go na lodge, because we want to go make promise for bonuses, And you say, because obviously not the president and we're not ambassadors them of the country, so where we go na lodge, and then president go give we speech. I remember where we play. I want to say, I think it's the Egypt game. We played that game, and then Anes Kroman will be the president. Remember, we'll go see him and sit on there, and then they make we promise and say, if I win this game, like change, the history of this and everything. But I think we win the game, we'll not be able to move forward. But then we straight away as the game, what we do, the guy straight go up lodge for go collect what they try for Giri, and what then Giri, I think it was $50,000. Yeah, and then give me $50,000 at that time, so we could share amongst the team. And I don't know how to share myself, but hey, I'll share that money for that day. So that tell me, but I'll share that money there. But anyway, so this is the opportunities, because again, Leone Star, we don't play for money. The players and they play for money. The players and because the money already gets $1,000. That's what it was before back then. $1,000 and $1,000. I mean, for the home-based player, all due respect, it's great money, not big money, for players, and they only they pay, $100 per month, which is 1 million, this, that. So $1,000 is big. But we were to come outside, you give me $1,000. It's, my families, my this, by take 10 people, them some money, all the money don't dump. So it was never really for the money. And then they, so. But we always use that motivation when they play in a home for try to see, the leader of the country, so that you go motivate we, in a way. So here comes, President Bio now in the National Stadium before the Benin game, inside match. Oh, and I did it. Sit down, they will talk to we, want this game. They say, and if now win this game, I they give everybody na piece of land and 100 million. Hey! I don't think I was just standing on the corner, because I know the pressure to this, I know the pressure. I don't witness the pressure before. I mean, the previous game actually against Liberia, we also went to see the president. He made us a promise, obviously. And I know the pressure to that. I know the pressure. I know it's in the happen. Where then did it happen? So now you talk down there, a few of the players, and obviously the people there with the bien. Yeah, everybody they glad as meet him up bien. If everybody see me bien there, I just team up no more, just my belly they boil, because I know that this is good. It's good motivation and stuff like that. But it's sports, and sports, it can go any way. Where you look at sometimes they never go your way. So and as a veteran player, as myself, added pressure. The pressure we not the go per, let me say, twin. That pressure then I maybe they take them back, because twin don't know the pressure on salon football, because of we don't age inside salon football. Me, Zenge, Rodney and those guys, we don't age inside salon football, so we know the kind of pressure it is. And so 10,000, 100 million. I'm not say $10,000, because not a dollar country within Leone's country. 100 million Leones and land. In a plot of land, he said, a plot of land. Say 2 town lotto, because that day if we say I'm back, old man for don't go up high. And so that's motivated everyone. I don't think so that training session will get maybe focus be there to everybody else, but to me, I was just thinking about the president's speech. I was thinking about how far that speech is gonna go, and no matter how the football play now, it's not really about that anymore, but it's about the gift where the president don't promise we. And most people don't get for right spots and then thing, and which now so you end up for be at the end of the day, because so the next day now we come for ready for the game, the whole corona issue. They inside the dressing room, don't focus, get your headphones on, everybody just to get himself ready in the right ways and all this. And then we hear say Benin dey inside the bus, Benin not they come inside the bus, Benin say they come inside the bus because they don't get 5 positive corona tests. I tell you, man, like if it was me too, you begin question then they say, well, but they come inside this bus, 5 positive corona tests, and we don't know that they're positive then. Yeah, I guess their goalkeeper, then defender, midfielder, striker, captain, so the team begin scratch their head and this, that, to begin try to say, oh, what really happened, na corona test or na Africa corona, now it gets the kind of thing then they. So, and that saga was going on, I was trying to get more information, and they try to go back and forth and try to get, because mostly some players will come ask me, Kai, what's the go on, this, and they try to really explain to man them what's in the go on. So it kept going, but I know as French people, and I know them as don't deal with French people, them not just in Africa but around the world, they're stubborn. Where say stubborn, where them pin past something. And I said, then they come inside that boss. Then they play this game without the 5 players. It's impossible. We'll do anything you want to do, but this game not to play. And say, oh, look, go back na hotel, look, go rest, we'll come back later. The latest we'll play this game, na 8 o'clock na net. I say, we go back na hotel, and that's it. Then they play this game. So we can just forget about it. This game is not happening. All that goes on and on and on and on and on, and then whatever ended up happening, the game ended up, pushed back. I think I say, oh, at the time, Aisha Johansson and I be the president, I say, oh, Aisha, they try to make a deal with CAF Flow replay the game. I said, what do they replay the game for? Because if Benin don't say they don't want to play, Benin need for forfeit the game. There's no need for Flow replay the game, because now then no one play, now then forfeits the game. But all of a sudden, as it keeps going on, when I know say what's happened now, then reschedule the game, because of everything that happened. Now the fear was whether or not we play in a salon, because when I remember that we don't stop the stadium. It's not the last game that they for playing at that stadium before that stadium left. And obviously, when they rescheduled the game, that was the fear. Oh, okay, well, we'll go for come back for come play in a stadium with the play. So let me fast forward now to we'll come for come play. Anyway, it's disappointing. Just imagine now, as a player like myself, one knows me time almost done, they done a national team. I don't come for come play this game. One knows in a very important game. Obviously, if I play that game, then return back na the States, and just focus on my team, focus on waiting to go on, then I can just move forward. But your preparation is so much, physically, mentally, emotionally, which you don't do for really get yourself ready for that game. The game not able for play, so that was really a toll, that's what you take on as a player, and we don't take that hit today. So they move the game, and we don't say, okay, later on, and announce, okay, that game get for play in June, so okay, no problem. Now we don't come back in June. We're inside Salon. Actually, I've been in Sierra Leone for a little bit longer. They trained with the home base squad for try for really continue for push this campaign. As soon as I know say first time I left national team, because I say Celeste Tete not to a coach way for don't take we to the AFCON, which I believe that 100%. And I'm glad he actually way later on, John Kista ended up for become the national team coach, because just imagine this history we don't make now. We don't make this history with. We made this history with a Sierra Leone coach, a person like John Kista, where he don't sacrifice in time and life and career out now, overseas, because now the whole thing that most of we they come and grow up outside, no mean say we different past una way the inside salon. But the thing is, we come here, we learn something, and that's the thing. We learn something and then we go back. So it learn something, and go back salon. Because I remember the first time where I get a interaction with John. Now he be the coach. The young Johansson boys. Obviously the Yemi, the Kwames, and George Davis and all these boys. And I was like, man, this guy to do something really good. So that's why I was really excited to go join. Where John called me, where he gets the position, say, hey, come back, let's push this campaign. So even all these months where I don't stay in a salon, it's really just to stay around these boys, to help the motivations and everything to go forward. So now this June game don't come now back, yeah. Hey, every two people they talk about now is the presidency offer still stand. I'm like, yo, the game big past the offer. A plot of land with 100 million is big, but just imagine this game. This game is bigger. One, if we lost this game now, it go show for say we rogue Benin. Now Benin not agree follow rogue them, and then they don't beat we. So shame on we. And two, if we beat this game back, if we beat Benin inside salon, Benin go say, well, the first time we want rogue we not left alone a rogue we, but no problem, fear will left and give now. And three was whether or not this game get for play inside salon, whether or not salon. So we don't do this training and everything, and it was on a Friday net, right? We then come up to we and say the captain announced the game not get for play inside salon stadium not qualifying. I said, boy, I be the tell now. I don't know why people that be official they play at this stadium. They feel I don't know who can say bumpy pitch na America na that feel bumpy pass bumpy pitch. Training over and that thing is so difficult. And actually I was happy we not playing inside that stadium there, because all the players inside that stadium now 50-50. You really look at them say now we get for we know. The only reason where you look at them say we get upper hand now we fans. You believe if our fans are there and we get the upper hand for win the game. So I was like, it's 50-50. So they say, but who's out to go play this game? Nagini. And the whole talk about that was French, Francophone. French people never ever left and compete. French people, everybody wants to support and compete. Now we know more we Sierra Leonean or English, go see, Ghana and Salon, really the push yourself, we always, want to compete against each other. But Francophone, French Africa, or French people, once you start speak French, then they back you up. Good one. I tell you this, they will back you up, So, anyway, so then so they go Guinea, and I remember now the conversations don't begin change where we need to decide now how for go Guinea, how we they go Guinea, because I know so they don't begin now say, oh, the governments don't give, I don't know what in them call the money, but 400 million or something, or billion, a lot of money for me then prepare we for this game for the Slafa and ministry prepare we for this game. So beaucoup money there. So private jets, for take private jets for go Guinea and all that thing there. And I remember it was late at night, okay, and we did up until I want to say like 12 o'clock, because we begin this talk maybe by 8 o'clock. We did the try for talk till like 12. The president of Slafa now, Thomas Brimer, me, and John Kista, and a few other members, a few other officials. Then we did it. Chris Dauda, JJ be did it. And now they try for decide say how for go na Guinea. How do we travel to Guinea? And obviously first and foremost na plane. On a book flight, charter flight, take we Guinea, 30 minutes, we don't reach Guinea, everything done. But then now it becomes the whole traveling. How long it go take we for come out Freetown, go Lunge, get on this plane, go Guinea, then go back na motorcar, then travel, go back na hotel. So we weigh all these options, and I have to say, with me and Umaru and John and Kista, for say we made the decision. Now we the players and obviously them together, not to them push we say let we go then a bus. Now we all make the decision, say it's better we take the bus, because now some of the staffs then we don't travel go Guinea before say, oh, easy for go Guinea. I know one they go Guinea. And say easy for go Guinea, Lord just take the road, you know. But I don't go Cambia before, so I know say Cambia now right now the border. I know say Cambia be just the road, fine, easy, boom, we go. And then John Kamara actually to John and don't travel. Ladies and gentlemen, and I please respect John Kamara for the amount of sacrifice. We all don't make sacrifice them, but John don't make some sacrifice them for Leone Stars where Boku players and ever make that it. You know, I remember we were playing the Liberia, talk about the Liberia game. Some officials them, you know, they inside the plane, not get mind sacrifice then sit on place for let players then can sit down inside the plane. Then sit down so, then sit down they bang so. They not toxic then go come out in a plane, oh, you know. But we Kai vex, they say Kai vex. Then sit down inside there. So I remember President Aisha Johansson be there inside there, you know, you can tell 1-2 officials then for let them come on inside the plane so that players there, we don't let 5 players them Nado after that Liberia game. 5 players and left Nado. We're not able to inside the plane because the plane don't overbook. But we get officials that we sit down, we not get mind grab. Say the game more important. Remember, if we play game inside Salon against Liberia the next like 2 days later, and then they still not give away their seats. John Kamara was the last player, which actually now the flight ended up for Giwi more seating now the first class, so that players and go inside the first class and go sit on there. And I didn't even know, because now I don't vex stay. I put my headphones on, I put my head back, because first I grab, I ask everybody they waiting team up. I say, anybody there we get mind sacrificing seats for the players that we get for go play this game for like grab right now, because we get players and I do. The only possible way people then begin put much pan a call. Hey, call, wait, call, let call come out. And call not the vex, call not the waiting self, you know. Call a physio what we need. 9 officials in the telephone laying grab, laying come out. You know, this is the importance of what's really important. So call, obviously call no go. I say no, call no go, because we will land inside salon, we get for need massage. Who don't need massage we na call. Who don't know fitness guy na call. So call cannot leave the plane. Team up day, nobody no sacrifice and sit on place. No. So the first class, they play the airline open up some seats for we, then bring some of the people there. I know no say John Kamara was the last player there. John Kamara stay na Liberia. John Kamara sidonpa Okada from Liberia to Salon. John Kamara land inside Salon within a national stadium, they train. And then now John Kamara come, where he reach, now myself go talk to him, and he say, me brother apologize, and not be enough for say you still there do. Now he say, no problem, Kai. This is a, you know, the trip, you know, it be rough, but I don't can now. He want train now, I say, no, I say, relax yourself, you don't travel, don't play the first game inside Liberia, you play, and then you don't travel na road pa Okada. I say for rest small. So John begin jog around the field safe, and then John played the next day. And I remember after the game, people then they cuss John and say this, that, John boiled the game, this, that. How? If we be really know this story, so now for don't talk that. So no, we're not for talk that. But anyway, these are the things we don't really talk about, you know, and stuff where people don't make sacrifices for the players. So anyway, this happened back again. Yeah. So John now in the Guinea situation, John in travels from Azerbaijan to Salon, be kind of box up. He travel ton, then he end up actually because of weather problem, the plane be need for land some side. Where the plane land, then John just try for really push himself for reach back na Salon, but he not able reach. So na Guinea go pass. And when he go past na Guinea, plane not there for can Salon. So John take the road for travel, come Salon back. So now they say, oh yeah, John, wait John. So I called John, I phone John, how the road from Salon to Guinea? And John said the road fine. I said, well, you just can't live west anymore. They can't take road back. That money for good. So we take the road back, you know, to go across. Obviously, John, you know, obviously was one of the people that we help with for decide say yes, Lord, take the road. It will be easier. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we all agree for that one talk. Say, Lord, take the road for go, and because it will be easier. So we took the road, but the one thing that we didn't agree on was the COVID testing. Because me know for say, even while they go inside Salon, then they make sure say a COVID test everywhere. So I began emphasizing that, say we need for COVID tests, you know, me and Kista, we emphasize say we need for COVID test before we go. We need for COVID test. Therefore need that and say no, but we don't need COVID test. Na Guinea, who's like look Guinea then I you don't need wait to for pass na Guinea. This that. I'm like, come on, guys. Anyway, so we were able to COVID test that night. Late the next day actually. The next day we do one because then we now left. We say they left Sunday. We say they left Sunday now because the game na Monday. So we'll COVID test Saturday. And then, but with the time we'll COVID test, again, you need, I think, at least 12 hours or so before they can give you the results. So now we left early morning. We don't left, then 4 o'clock in the morning, now we don't left. We reach Parmalab. By 7 o'clock, we don't reach Parmalab. Then they say, oh, where's your COVID? You sabi me now. You know sometimes the way you feel say you're right, so you don't want to talk no more, you just sit like go sit down a corner. We don't sit down under now. Anyway, when I know this story, if I don't know this story, I know someone will follow it on social media. We don't sit down under now, Usa Udana, Papa Sam or Papa Joe or Papa Uda always say, no COVID testing because I don't pass now. They pass na Guinea all the time at this, it's like now we don't reach there now. Why won't they pass? Huh? Why won't they pass? I try to ask them. And I say this, no, I'm like, man, this is not the same stories. But anyway, I had a big game for focus on. So we the players and we don't used to this. But anyway, I want to see pictures of players in the sleep and grown and this and that. And it was funny because some of the posts in the beginning posted and sent from Kei Kamara page. Because Kei Kamara, I get the big balls for take them things that they really talk to that Kei Kamara don't post them. So Kei Kamara no care. Anyway, I didn't really care. I was like, bring it on. I posted it. But we do some fun things as the players and for stay engaged. We meet these two amazing TT them. We begin, Cook's Leaf, Lentin and they, it was good. But for see like the Sule Kaikai, the Kanu, the Idris Kanu and Augustine Williams, these boys, Augustus when I then first call up in the national team, you had to stay positive for these boys and because me set be there around that same patch day way, me big one then me there and then just be the joke and laugh. And I seem to be the do just joke and laugh because we got to make sure say it's not too stressful for these players and let them understand say yes it's Africa but still it could be better. So anyway, we there and that say the wee hours of o'clock, we agreed to take the bus, but the bus for them be a lot easier. But imagine by 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock we don't reach Parmalab. Maybe another 1-2 hours for don't reach inside with himself. If them be just listen, say, take COVID test, but then listen, anything we talk and say, Kai one FTI person, but it's not a FTI. Sometimes, we don't dare into this game for too long. I've played professional football for 15 years, but it's funny. Any office way there, any place way there, you have to get advice. You talk to the people with experience. It's not really about because you old past me means say anything. No, sometimes I get more experience in the job with me they do because they do them for more past you. So that's how I'll have more experience over some things. We go Guinea. Anyway, as soon as we cross down over say Guinea we don't reach so now so if I don't be quick for don't reach inside Guinea. Hey, this that. Anyway, we get inside Guinea. It was good. I remember we COVID and then our COVID test self where we eat later on. And then obviously we'll get the results in the morning for play the game on the Monday. And we don't go na stadium now. We did warm up in the morning and say on a kind side. As they begin call we from warm up for silo kind side now I say, hey God, what's that happen begin? Guys, they don't give we 5 or 6 positive COVID tests. What's like 6 positive? Because in the morning they don't tell we na hotel say everybody good actually because I remember where we had a meeting because usually before games you have a meetings the sports minister, the SLAFA president and escrows and all these people come in and they talk to we about the game, motivate we this that and then I remember Thomas Brahma the president said and the good news everybody negative so everybody good for play this game. Wow, I was like yes this is great and then call we say what they warm up, they say 6 people positive. What do you mean 6 people positive? Just say no go. Oh man, I remember just the chaos. Just imagine, say Africa man, we like that business. We the make so. They accept the make so. Not to them the make so now the Guinean them because them be just stay calm. Benin just be stay calm. Then be just know waiting they go on. Then just stay calm. But we now, you know, without this now, without this position, without this position, this there, everybody they make fets, everybody they make halala. And it was the hallway, you know, the entrance to the dressing room. So it be packed. Obviously, I just did video, you know, I get me camera crew. Hey, one day, watch out, man. There's gonna be a really, really good documentary that's gonna come out I've been doing since 2010. Yeah, since 2010, I've been doing this documentary, Kei documentary of, and I probably don't see, you know, video crews and, you know, follow me throughout the national team, around Salon, my heart shape hands work. And so all through this game, so they'll get, you know, the camera crews and then they follow, and I'm sure they have amazing footage them that, you know, one day that documentary will come out and you guys will get to see. But so the chaos to go, this to go, this to go. Oh, and I say, well, we know they play this game. You know they happen. No, you know, because we need our players. We need all waiting safe, because I think we say 4 players and 2 staffs. You know, this I think call now. You want to get call. Always they say call get COVID. Call. Hey man, if you know call is our masseur, he's our fitness guy, he's our trainer. Maybe he's even part of the coach. The one man he's everything, you know. And a lot of respect to call. He done there around Salon national team for so long. Mohamed Kalon and bring them around a long time back. So this chaos to go on now. They say, okay, well, let's do a rapid test. But a rapid test, if you know about COVID more, in a rapid test, it can go either way. You know, it's not definite. So there's a lot of do rapid test for them players and therefore they'll be able to play the game. No, I'll go do rapid test. What if the rapid test come them players and, you know, confirm say them then positive. So that. So I said, you know what, instead of doing rapid test, okay, no problem. Let it not to just the 5 player for the rapid test. Let we, the one old team, do rapid test. Let Benin, then one old team do rapid test. Let them watch all. And they'll see, you know, other than commodity now, then commodity. But I don't know which how the communication be the goal. And you know, then say communication always can they happen. You know, there's no true communication that they happen in Africa. So, oh no, CAF say this. Oh, then when they come back and say CAF say this. When they come back and say CAF say this. But I'll be vexed. I'll be really vexed because I remember we young officials, then they try for force we young players them out of the dressing room for go do, you know, rapid test. I said, no. You see, now the problem is, players are first. I tell them all. Now the problem is, I always talk this. Players are first. Players first. Take care of we. Take care of we. Now begin fetch we for force we for go do COVID test. Go fetch them. Tell them, say, you know want do COVID test. Not to me, they begin team up again, they fetch for the players. Because me, from day one, from my day national team from 2008, I've always fought for players than right. That's always what I fought for. And I go do them every day because I'm not an official. I don't really care for officials because guess what? As an official, you get paid. You have a salary. We players, we're appearance bonus. We don't get salaries for national team. And guess what? We players, we're ambassadors. Ambassadors of Sierra Leone. We represent Sierra Leone, not just for the national team, but even when we go outside to we clubs, then always they say, the Sierra Leonean, Kei Kamara, the Sierra Leonean Umaru Zengele, the national team captain of this, or, you know, Kwame Q, we are ambassadors of Sierra Leone. So that's why me always as players first. No officials, no, you know, presidents, no nobody, no. Me, not player first person. And so I fetched down there inside the dressing room, I remember, and a couple of the officials them, you know, get them vexed by me, this, that. I say, really, I don't care. Not to the first 10 people that don't vex by me. But, you know, later on, then they end up for take the players them still, go do the test, and then they come back and say, oh, CAF say, I don't need that test. And I say, see, like, let's use our heads, man. So then postpone the game. They move the game to the next... they moved the game to, they said now, they postponed the game now for the next day. We don't did it, seriously, hours and hours and hours. And I remember actually speaking to a couple of the players, and a couple of the players, like, my mentality really not there for this game, for low play this game, forget for play this game today. Because I remember they one begin again, negotiate for low play the game. There's no negotiation. When they pull players and this, that, there was no negotiation. Let's just not play the game. You know, and again, like I try to say, physically, mentally, emotionally, players that would drain we self where we really ready for play this game. And all I be they think about now the Sierra Leoneans around the world, the Sierra Leoneans all over the place, we don't really know waiting with the go to right now, waiting we don't go through for the past 24 hours. But we have to go on this, we need to go on this field right now and go perform for now. And go perform and represent Salon the right way. Because if we lost, now we, if we win, now we all, because now so a day, we Umaru miss penalty. Now Umaru then cost. Now Umaru in Austin Stone. Where we win. Look, now 1-0 Sierra Leoneans and now we celebrate. So that's the problem. So for the players where people are not know the pressure where people that go through, the travels, the stress, the meals, and all that thing in there. So they send us back home. Back in the hotel, we return back in the hotel, so the game will be played next day. Then player then still get for go test back, retest and try for see. So the players then retest and then be smart. Then give we goalkeeper. They say, oh, the goalkeeper will be negative, but all the players are still positive. Anyway, we decided to play the game. Remember going back to the stadium to play this game, and we played this game. And again, as a player of myself, what I look at say, this is not my last time, the national team, this is not my last round. The national team is big pressure. Sierra Leoneans all around the world, they really feed off of what thing ever happened today. It's big pressure. So anyway, the game played, and I remember the cross. Let's talk about the goal now. I remember the cross where they come from Kake. Augustine go down the line, backheel the ball, and I know this English boy like for swing the cross, and I pull back, the headmaster. I pull back, I do me normal run, pull back small, getting ready for come before the guy for butts the ball. Now I just see hand, just can knock him. Bam! Hey! Wow! La 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 la. I had a vision that was gonna happen, but I didn't have a vision of the outcome. And boom, touchdown. And at that moment there, what see me to do? I don't want to go to Augustine and Kake for talk say, good cross, this, that. Then I see Umaru, they come over. Now I go tell him, say, actually before the game, another things that happen. And say, would I get for take penalty? Now say, okay, say, it's how it's going, and the big boy, our captain, who's always take penalty. So it doesn't really matter what to be happened at the last game, then get for take up. And so I'm going towards these boys, and then we just high five each other like, yes, good job, guys. And obviously, then I went over to Cape, and I said, you got this, man. I said, no, you do it. And I was like, really? Hey, me belly big boy. Right now they talk me belly boy. So nice, and no, you do it. And I said, okay. There's no way I was gonna say, okay, no you, oh no you, boyfriend, girlfriend business. No, there's nothing like that going on. Right, when you tell me that, I said, let's do it. Pull up. When you put that ball down for the penalty, where he puts this ball down, the thing that way they go inside your head, the thing that way go inside my head. Now, the people, my brothers and sisters, mama, papa, uncle, auntie, small picking them, where they all side where they watch. I know say sometimes they say pull all that focus in your head and just focus by waiting they go on. But all inside that 30 seconds or whatever it was, 1 minute, flash through your head to then think, to say, waiting you want let you people them enjoy, waiting you want let you people then celebrate. This now moments where you go change the history. This now moment where you don't fight for 12 years. Maybe this one kick now you get for change. Swear to God, all them things then they go through your head over and over and over and over. And then at the very end, maybe the last 3-4 seconds, it's where you try to forget, but then all the things and You know, I know Boko of me family will say, Kai, I don't be watch out. I don't be watch out because the way I'm afraid when you can fucking cuss me, mama. The way I'm afraid you can fucking beat me. With people and I'm all say, the way I'm afraid so they can bond this so stenting. But at that very last moment there, I say, take a deep breath, make this kick, and move on. And listen, sometimes it's luck. Sometimes you get unlucky. And my luck was in that day. I put the ball in the back of the net. So happy for celebrate the rest of my team, mates them. But man, that was the longest 70 minutes I ever played in my life because I believe it looked like so for the rest of the game we just defend. Play for 70 minutes. But it was great. Not ever cry that much in my life after that game. Me body, I'm not be able to feel my body, you know. I feel like I was in another place. I not even believe for the next 2 days if really it happened or if not dream at the dream. And I say, Papa God, if not dream at the dream, let just not wake again. Let just lay down the sleep. You know, maybe not die, they die. Let just go on them because let this enjoyment, let just left by me no more so. Because of the way what the say me people and they enjoy the president, they don't block in convoy and not able for pass inside salon, you know. People of all tribe, all background, all this dipper dance. I say, I just lay down sleep. No wake me again, Seth. But anyway, it's amazing to believe that, you know, it was true, it's real, and we win that game. Everybody celebrates, everybody dance. The brothers that will be able to do it that day we play the game, you know, share this history with them forever. But the brothers that will not be able to make day because of injury, because of travels, because of, you know, not to their own temple, let them call them a national team. We all celebrate because this not a change to represent that green, white, and blue, all like for to way around, you know, throw our flags and all that. So this was a celebration. But then the big one is, now all man they can get the 100 million, eh? So that's the biggest one now. Everybody just remember now saying that. I remember when they inside the boss we just talk about that. I remember we begin talk about the land and like we want to create we own Leone Star Village. You know, we're gonna have, you know, Kamara Lane, you know, Q Lane, Okocha Lane, this lane, and all these things. Like it was amazing. Just to feed off the rest of the boys and just how we want to enjoy them. So anyway. Then we return to salon, like I say, we return to salon, the reception we will get from Una, it's nothing what, it not gonna forever happen, you know. The only way that did it happen, I will win African Nations Cup, but we'll win African Nations Cup and I'll get mine cancelled. That would be amazing, I mean, because that country would just light up. I believe anybody with any side of the world, they fly back for go salon. It could be carnival in that country for the next, I don't know, 1 month. President for puts national holiday. But the emotions and the people and how everybody will be really, really there and that'll be so amazing. And, you know, and I send my condolence to the young boy in Kisiwe, you know, maybe most people don't know, but we lost their life during that celebration day. And to everybody, we celebrate peacefully and all that. So thank you guys so much, you know, from the bottom of my heart. Like I say, every single sacrifice what I don't make for Salon and for Leone Star, that day, but not to the goal, the day of celebration. When I celebrate it, we really, that's the payment, you know, it pass how many millions where anybody could ever give me in my life, because I can definitely share that, you know, for the rest of my life with me picking them, tell them big, tell them this, and everybody where they around go know for say, when I remember that celebration, not to Minde, not to Timini, not to Fula, not to Loko, not Sierra Leoneans then celebrate. And we celebrate here, not like for say, you know, we don't win the World Cup. And that's the joy we needed. You know, the joy done the way we really be need and we really enjoy them. And hopefully that positivity will continue for push the football, not just for Nations Cup, but push the football for go before. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. So I'm going to get into the nitty gritty here because there's so much I can able to explain throughout, you know, the whole waiting stuff. But now we don't come to the big question and the big thing now, because we don't win and then president in promise for come, money for come, land for come. We say get for day. We don't know, you know, but we don't gladly. We know how we get for do we don't talk about how we need for do how we need for distribute this money and this land business. And we reached Salon. Now in the inform we say the first lady and the president wants to throw us a dinner party. And again, let's say America, when you win championship, they call you now White House for go meet Obama or Trump, or now when Biden. So this is like that for me. Like president, they call me for dinner. President's not ever called me for dinner. So, we all go eat dinner with Prezzo and First Lady and all that. It was amazing. So they invite me at the place and we go, for dinner. But obviously we know for say we'll go there and then for go give you certificates then for we land and the check for the 100 million. So we had a meeting actually before that. Me, Omar Zengele, and John Kista had a meeting and discussion on how we for distribute this money, and we believe say that everybody will participate part of this campaign, because president made a promise to us, but president don't know the history of Uda don't play this that. He came and made a promise, a genuine promise we make say ofuna we na the giuna all, which is great. Not so in young not so in gets the responsibility now for decide how we get for distribute this money. This responsibility is our responsibility, and we took that responsibility on and say, see, and when I begin make serious, me create the loss na me much, but we take the responsibility for say, okay, now let we try for find the right way how for do them, and which we did. We found the right way how for do them. So we'll be not for say the day we'll go for the dinner, then go for give we certificates, and obviously everybody will be done day part of the waiting stuff, part of that games they then go for give certificates, because now we'll go for that dinner day, and so many then do them. But one of us say later on now say, okay, no, we'll not decide by the money, so the money then we'll give away later. So that's good. And I remember we call, we say, let we go sit down and talk on this, me, Umar Zengele, and Coach John Kista. We go sit down so that we go really talk and figure out what's the best way for distribute these funds and stuff like that. So we come out with the best way. John Kista was really good. I think there'll be 50-something players, or 57 players we participate part of this whole campaign, and everybody should get something. We said good. We agree. We respect it. We had tiers. I think when I don't see the list where we come out, we get tiers. We get like a tiers, like a group. So would I play 3 games? Would I play 4 games? Would I play 1 game? Would I not be sub no more? Would I not be this? Would I, be there around? They not play. Like for example, would the Monday we come there, then they give them corona, then not play. And even like the players the way we don't train with we na camp, but we not make the final list. All them players in there, we list every single one of those players, and we all agree. Again, without them for agree. Now we were on there around a long time. Coach, captain, and myself too. Representing the players. So now say, okay, this could be best. We'll take on to the rest of the player pool, the players then we're there around, and explain to them so that everybody will respect them and say, "That's all one go forward, no problem." And so what you for do now? I remember I called the meeting with the president of Slafa, Thomas Breimer, and explained to him the same thing. Say yes, that's fine. If not this one, una decide now. The players now gets this thing. Una decide how una want do am una count until we go sign them and then take them to the ministry. I said fine, that's good. And obviously the confusions of lands and all that, and the land one there will be no for sale for really appeal for some of the other players we not get, so that they can get later, and we believe that it's still going to happen financially. Now we don't get this, the list what we now see where Slafa logo be depa. I think I saw or Yeri said and talks to that list now be fake list. That list not fake. No, that list not fake. That list not list where we decide on, me, John Kista, and Umaru, as how the money should be distributed, because they don't put them to we now say, okay, Una decide how for distribute them so that everybody go get, so that Una decide how for distribute them. So we decide say for distribute them that way there so that everybody go get and everybody go benefit from this campaign, because this is history and everybody should. And we had another meeting. Umar will not be able to show up to that meeting. It was me, myself, John Kista, Vice President of SLAFA, and the President of SLAFA. We sit down and then we talk about this list and which we don't put together, which is the list we wanna see. And then they say, okay, yeah, this is good. The only thing we then be get against that list was the staffs, because what we put on that list was the staff. What I talk to the staff, not to the coaching staff. We coaching staff. I want to try for make them really good. We coaching staff them. All we coaching staffs, including Obi Mexiga, will get the 2 town lots plus 100 million. No problem. Because all we coaching staff and Mr. Obi were down there around football for so many years, completely deserving of this kind of accomplishment we all don't get. So they're all deserving that. What we changed in that list was the other technical staffs. You know, the other technical staff, which was Augustin Lawson, JJ Philip Cole, and the Dr. Label, Parnes, and we other Dr. Songo. They all don't get lands. They all don't get a plot of land, which is a lot of money. So we said, if they don't get lands, they're not deserving of 100 million. No. And I repeat, stand back. If they don't get land, they're not deserving of 100 million. We get a lot of players, them, we don't participate part of this, that don't have any money. So we do not want to give them that. We will give them 20 million each, plus their plot of land. Again, plot of land, this is not a big thing. This is not for eternity. You know, they ever come on a Yana, you get them. And if you don't get the benefits, forget them. So all we coaching staff, then great. Let them get. But now, if this bonus don't come, we the players them, now we're not forced. Again, remember, I only stand for the players. I only represent players. And so now then say, you know, the president and the vice be the try for talk to me, you know, because I mean I'm be there, Umar will not be able to say, please let we see to the technical staff them. And I said, no, because the technical staff, if you take 2 town lots, it's a lot of money. Below keep on board. Now we get a lot of players. We, you know, even they at that list, we need for come back into that list and the need for get the money. So please, let we just go this way. And so we ended up that day for them knowing that the technical staff, these guys, them people that I don't call, we kit manager, we masseur, we 2 doctors, waiting staff, not to get 100 million. No. Not to get 100 million. Then forget 20 million. We don't mind forget them 20 million because this is not a bonus. This is not a bonus. When you win championship anywhere in the world, every players, now then they get the bonus. The players then that they come together, put money inside pot for then technical, not to the coaches, why I say technical, then, you know, like again, the masseur, the doctors, the waiting staff, then now they put money now to try for give them, you know, for say, now this then they get. Yeah. So not to anybody for decide for we waiting, then people then they get. The coaches, good. The coaches then forget. And obviously then we added Mr. Obi Mexiga because he's a legend. He's history in Sierra Leone football and so far in Sierra Leone football, so he deserves this. So I repeat again, say, we talk say, because the land will not get for change again, they don't get the land. So that land made them keep them. But they not they get 100 million. They not forget 100 million. Listen, guys, for example, right now, me not a free agent. I wake up in the morning, I train on my own. I sleep with my stress. I deal with everything I deal with. I don't want to list with himself. We do this on our own. Players do this. Remember I tell that John Kamara in story, right? John Kamara do this with himself. No technical, nobody know which it's not gonna grab Nasi don't place. Let John Kamara students that playing cancel. That did not happen. So again, players first. Now players then forget. Now we for decide who that they get bonus. Not to then they take we money, go give people them. Okay, so this is the talk, and this is not just a talk. I'm not saying Nami one get Sidon Naya, but I tell you this talk because now they talk this way as Sidon with John Kista and Umar Uzengele, we Sidon and decide on. These guys is great, is rewarding then don't get land, because obviously automatically the list will be go to lands, not to we decide on the list. That list just go because of everybody will travel. But we say the need for revisit that list. It's great we call some players in, but some players that don't participate with this national team, part of how many games then, which then deserving of a reward. Let we not just move forward to this. Then listen, say okay, then go look over them. Then say okay, then go look over them. Take it to where I get a notice say we need on a bank account, we want to send the money them. I ask again, whose money they want to send? Why want to send? And I don't look through the list again, how we get for do them. No, government say or president say the way we don't talk say the money for go, not so for go. I've never heard that. Now the only time and the so I don't know if not so the president say, and I believe say not so the president could say, because the president just say here's the bonus to the team because now this I promised the team. So now it's in our hands, which now so we feel. Even if president says so, we would love for Sidom as a team and decide say now so the money for go. Anyway, the biggest thing again to what me to say, all the players them, I don't get nothing against the players, and like I say, I always fight for the players. I mean, every player we get 100 million, kudos to you, respect to you. The ones that we not get, I be wish to them for don't get. But even the ones that we not get, the immediate ones that we not get, 100 million go to we equipment person, we massage person, we 2 doctor, JJ and somebody else. Not forget 100 million. It just they like we not the people that will make this decision. For example, let's say it's the SLAFA president, or let's say it's the Ministry of Sports. You guys have a driver. When I get secretaries, when I get pay, when I pay them monthly, correct? You guys will have a bonus in your own salary. You the pull by your bonus and give them, or then set for counts for that bonus. Just think about it that way. Do they count directly in your bonus, your office bonus where you get, or then can just dip at their salary? So that's what it is. So we save, we not for just, we bonus not the cam, we take 100 million and go give, we masseur, we this, we equipment posting them, no, shouldn't happen that way. Not to say if it happen. And that's also we decide. Because I say that again, 100%, because me, head coach, and Umar Zengele, we talk bottom. Whether or not the other players, then we go vex, say, oh, now we on time this forgets the 100 million, this, that. No problem, because now we need pull on another in hand. Me hand not for go pull money in a person hand self again. But me question is, 100 million cannot be given to... Wait, they don't do them already. But that's my question to you guys then. You cannot go and give somebody them 100 million when not they do the same stress. Remember what I tell you about the stress why they get for focus by your game, for train hard, for waiting say, for make sure so they call you for national team. And we do all that day. And the people then we know they do that day. Or those guys, we respect them. I respect them enough for let them get 2 town lots, but not respect them enough for let them get 100 million. Then get the same thing when me get. When they do me hard training, they wake up or whatever, 6 o'clock, how much about that money, they go run hills, and they go do finishing training, and the stress na me head. But then they get the same money way me gets in the same land. That's not players first. That's not thinking about the players, as I always say. So that decisions there, when they make, even though we talk to them, say, please, this is how we want it to go, and then still say, we don't care about your decision. That's how we're going to do it. That's not good. Guys, again, like I said, them people them get salaries. People that have salaries, we the players, we don't get salaries in the national team. We work on bonuses. I never play the national team and really even focus for money business, no. But I always fight for make sure that equality is there. Respect is there for everybody. And they call no player name now for talk to this player for go get money and this, that, no. I know say people then reach out to me, say, "Guy, me say be play or I be want this money." I know that. I respect that. I don't be quiet for so long because I was really working so hard, with the people them in charge, which, the SLAFA president and John Kista, for trying to make sure say we really try to distribute this money, in an honorable way, because the president of the country don't use your own hat and your own, or maybe it's his money, maybe it's the taxpayers' money or whatever it be, and don't really give a gesture to we the ambassadors, then we not ever happen inside the country for say, make we benefit of this joy what we don't bring to a nation. That's really good. Now we, the people and we they in charge for make this decision, have to make a better decision, which they don't make a better decision in my case, in my knowledge, or in me, Kista and Umaru's knowledge, because we sat together, you know, and made this decision and write this list saying I saw this thing for good and still not do it. So JJ, Panes, Lawson, 2 doctors will get call. My apologies to Una, but you guys are not deserving of the same money I get. I don't always say this, but people do not really think about it. When they play national team, they give us $2,000. And these guys also get $2,000. So just imagine that. We way to go. Umaru way to go play game, we go miss penalty and go broken us. So the other people that will not sabi the names and say what call, we sit on there and we'll get the same $2,000 than we they get when we go play national team. That's not good. I've always said that. But Kei Kamara, they talk boku. That's how they see it. You know? And again, this is not about disrespect. This is not about anything. This is just about following rules and morals. And let's know that without the players, them, we not for go qualify. So always is players first. And then they always I don't fight for the national team with everybody. I know say but everybody they call this, oh Kai waiting now, Kai waiting now. Kai waiting now, Kai not able to do. I tried so much. I stayed in a salon for 2 extra weeks and this, that, and really try to work really hard so that we'll make sure say everybody is rewarding of this joy, this achievement what we don't get. Didn't end up to happen that way there. I get me own beep, me a lot, send me money don't come on my account, which is good. I call, you know, these staffs and say, okay, when I say don't get on the money and say yes, wait till you get 100 million. Why I forget 100 million, you say get 100 million. But I'm the one that work and train in this. No, we are win championship. We'll win something inside America. We all, now the team, people then go say, okay, all we find money, where then find we they put it inside, waiting say, would they give the trainers them? Because guess again, like I said, they're on salaries. You go say, all the find money they put and give them. Not to the rest of the go decide, say, Kai, they get 100 million, JJ or Panes or Call you, they get 100 million. So why am I a player? I would just become one of these people that I don't need to be a player, right? So the players, the way they cry and the side say they don't get money, that's where your money went. You know, and if they be listening, so that list where they talks in a fake list where we get the logo, it's not a fake list. It's a list that we sat and we talked about and we made that list for talk saying, so please, actually, we say please, let's distribute this money this way, so we go reward 57 players who participate to this campaign because the president of Sierra Leone don't do a very good gesture for give back to Sierra Leone football, and we self want make sure say we extend we hand let everybody reach. We get, like I said, we get players even to the one that we not even make the list. We just travel. I mean, we just can't camp. We want give money to. There's money also, you know, I don't want to hype up the other people that didn't get it, where we had plans to get money to those people. But we see money, business come, everybody can just gladdy and go do some things that we're not for do. So my question again about this 100 million, great, I have the 100 million. And thank you, every Sierra Leonean, thank you to the president and the waiting staff if it's taxpayers' money, and I appreciate this money because again, not money no why to go fire. No, I will put that money into that land where I get, because that's the trophy for this qualification where they don't give me. And please, I really appreciate that, because that's gonna be there now and you know for eternity. And no matter when, people they always go for say, oh, you see that also, you see that neighborhood and that. Now they be give them players them way be qualified Leone Star for waiting staff. But 100 million, or even not just the 100 million, no players they're not for the pay players the same thing where they pay, you know, the staffs them where we they travel, where we they play games on the bonuses. And for we don't know, because these are taxpayers' money, that what we've been getting the whole time. We don't make no complaint, but that's how the money then be done, they be distributed. when people make the technical staffs and stuff like this, because they get $2,000, same $2,000 with Kei Kamara they get. But na me get for go play. Na me they run. Na me they suffer. Na me they sweat. You know, if injury come, now you the players, now you get the injury. Some people then don't wait and have problem with them clubs, and then wait and then they because, you know, something happened at Salon, something this, so they don't make boku sacrifices them. So if this is a pathway for Sierra Leone football to go before, this is where he has to start. Let's think about saying that the players and force. And this money right now will be distributed because of the gesture and the good graces of waiting the president of Sierra Leone, Guy, should not have been given out because me, Omar Zengele, John Kista, don't sit down, don't talk about and say, please, plus we meet with the SLAFA president, Thomas Breimer, and say, please, let me distribute this money this way. So that way, say, everybody go get. So whatever players now the corner, they don't they wait for, you wait here they say, you wait to Umar, they say, waiting John, they say, I don't say I'm for everybody now. We don't make that decision there. We don't really try for opening up to every 57 people that will participate part of this whole thing. 57 plus, 57 names on the list, plus the one that with the name not there on the list will just be mentioned, say, even if it's 5 million, then forget. And those guys did not get this because the list that will not send in, you know, ministry or SLAFA sent in, not the list of the number of the players, then we get paid, plus the staffs them. Staff do not get paid the same money I get paid. Staff then they inside salary inside the country. You have a salary. And you would ever you that makes the decisions, Mr. President Thomas Breimer or Mr. Minister Ibrahim Yelenke, imagine you have a salary, you have a driver, you have a secretaries, you have your cleaner, waiting staff. When you get your pay, when you get your bonus or you get your money, do you cut your money for them too equally? Because if you do that, then I accept this. But if you don't do that, I don't accept that. The money, them and them, I like them. I bond with them all the time. Call JJ, everybody, I bond with them all the time. But you don't get the same money when me they stress, me they train, me they work hard. No, it just doesn't happen. That's why you're on salary. So please, even to go forward, the past 10 years it done happen. Like I said, I've always asked, why are you guys getting the same $2,000 or $1,000 or $1,500? Where will be the gets? Obviously, as it goes in increments. Why player Nadande they gets, then this man back they gets the same thing. But now you they can play. Now you they go run. Now you they go hatchy foot. Now you they go scrap. Now you they travel back go, you know, Europe or McKinney or USISF. But these people are just following us. I respect them, but this money should not be distributed that way. I don't get me 100 million. I say thank you for the money from, you know, the president. I say thank you for the land, you know, where in Giwi, you know, definitely I would never ever sell that property there. You know, I go there and my name and then I'm hand and then I'm picking and continue for there into we. But no way and I go, you know, and they come on my hand because it has to be the trophy where we win for this qualification. I like the fact that say them people then also get land, not the same place. That's a community. Well, all day. We accept that. I know we take that land now in Hano, Astafullah, no go ever happen. But that money, I didn't think you guys deserve that money because there's no way you can get the same amount of money that I get. When other players then sit down on the side and say they don't get. Think about it. I know someone not go give the money. Please not give the money. Not want to make the decision for taking the money. Now the people that will big pass, we give the money to owner. And that's just what it is. So that's, you know, my case because of this. Because I don't wait for 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks now. They really try for work together for low, really make sure, say, everybody gets rewarded. But at the end of the day, decisions are made because not to everybody control these things. Some people them, you know, big pass way and they control everything, which is good. But I always say, I always to go for the players them. Every single player, and no matter if na Musa, and no matter if na Rafael, or see the names what they call me, but I don't even sabi the names they are. Or players we don't older, we not they play much, as myself. I fight for every single player because equality is right. Because without players, Sierra Leone not get football. So we will not the question, I will not the ask, I will not want to know, but this money, these are some of the answers that we me get. And they follow so much of the media stuff where they go on because they already said and say, yes, the one thing and then why you say, oh, then say that list na fake list, this, that, and I say, no, look and wait save that list. Or this list where they add, them players there, plus all this stuff. And plus, yeah, the last one I would say, 3 other players or 4 other players then be added to this list, where people then begin question Yemi Dunia, Kevin Wright, and Bundu. Me as a person, I not ever hear you say, or they not ever come to me and can actually say, we want to add them players there. Because if you add them players there, you got to add, the players like Ali say, we play a lot of games. Mustafa Bundu, we play a lot of games. Leone Stars, we play a lot of games. So I don't know that add more names to the list. I don't know. So football na communication. Not football na communication. Sorry. Anything way they do na communication. Transparency and communication has to be there. Talk through stuff. Just like we want travel go Guinea, then call we. The veteran players, the coach, we all sit down, we'll make the decision together. That was good. At the end of the day, what thing happened, again, is because of one decision was made without, a full communication and agreement through everybody. Now I make that they happen. Where all this they happen, communication and waiting stuff. Now we get the biggest thing ahead of we, African Nations Cup in Cameroon. Communication again, transparency. Umaru Zengele, all the veteran players, like I just say, can have a way for put their own sense into how to prepare for go into this place. Whether or not we did it or we not did it or not play, but we don't play in the highest level, and this not going to be the highest level of not to just take boss Goya, take this Goya, this. No. This is gonna be different now. This is gonna be completely different. So for let we go there and go represent the green, white, and blue with dignity and pride, it has to be right. We cannot go in here with we're not gonna go here with badat, corruption, ala or this. No, that will all go there together. So that make me be for clear my chest on this decisions first way that I don't make, where I'm really not glad. You know me, I always talk about what I'm not happy about. Yes, I'm never gonna be happy about everything. Not life, I always get for be happy. But me I'm glad where I know say me brothers them, where they go team up with that field every day, with the go trade, where whether na national team or whether na kitty field, na parade, na this, because everybody they suffer for letting represent Sierra Leone one day, because then see the benefits that where they want get from where they play for Salon, for national team. But then when you reach there, there's this, but this happened, but no. We're such a small country for that we just let we serve and let we just able to work together. And if we get somebody we want support, we say, no, it's in football now the future. I'm done. After this January, hopefully I able to play at January, I'm done. But after January, yes, you can give back to Sierra Leone football in another way for mentoring, the younger generation or next generation for continue for go before. But you need help. And obviously, like I said, which is perfect that, again, I'm not a politician or anything, but it's the government that supports football and they don't show, we don't, back up that and qualify. And how can you continue for go before for the rest of the next generation now for letting move this thing forward, And I finish them again with saying, I don't obviously reiterate, when you win something, your bonuses are for the players. The players then decide what they want to give back to other people. Your bonuses are for the players. Just like when the president came out, he made the promise to the players. Now, when I can't talk to the players, which una do, you guys did. That was good. Mr. President, you do you talk to we. You ask we how one do we talk how one do but all of a sudden, you guys made a decision and you not say because of that's what the president say. So that's just my thing, and I'm glad way I can come out here and empty my chest and let you guys know that that's how I feel and that's how I continue to feel. Anybody ring me phone anytime where you want to talk about not a problem. Right now my focus is again, how do I get myself back playing on clubs competitively so I will get myself ready for one of a lifetime opportunity for represent my country in our African Nations Cup. And I want to make sure say what they come. If I able to participate in the African Nations Cup, I'm doing it with full support and full respect from everybody who are there around you. That's the kind of things and then you want. All right. So sorry. Anyway, I'm not sure I'll be talking to the people and couch questions them and this that, but I not be really get enough time for look through questions them and all that. So I really appreciate your time. I don't think say there will be really questions we really need to be asked right now, because I think say I really break them down to every way. Like I say, I'm not a captain for national team, but from day one I don't be advocate for national team. Just like I said, I always stay, because I know for say when the players are happy, they're happy, everybody happy. When you take care of the players, them now they're in a one low where the players they're happy, now they play the game. That's it. Anyway, God bless, and I really look forward to the next 4 months of preparation for this AFCON, because way Salongo AFCON in 95, 96 time, it was different than within Sierra Leone go AFCON for now, because now there is social media, the television, rights are there, radio, everybody they able for broadcast this all over the world. So now we time this for we prepare ourselves in the right way to all me brothers, them players, competitiveness that it's going to be low compete with clean hats, because not so this person picking that person on cooling waiting self for play for Slaffa for Leone Stars. Work hard usai you day. If you're deserving to being part of the team, hopefully we'll have be together more, and let's compete with clean hats. And would I ever end up for go to Cameroon? I know if I don't go to Cameroon, I'm still going. I buy me tickets, I'll go there, I'll go watch. I support me green, white, and blue, because I like me green, white, and blue, bad one. And this is the biggest achievement. So I'll definitely be around for that. But let's just support each other. As players, let's just support each other, and hopefully, the rest, because I know there's support, with the hierarchy, the big people where run the president, where run the country, don't push we say, I want to do this for we, want to do this for we. Come on, man. Now the time this slow to do. Let this be part of history, but where then talk say they want to do something for we, please, the people them too, where it's the next step that controls everything. Be transparent with us. That's all I say. Transparency. Okay. God bless. I they come on here. I know I don't send me picking and I do, just so they're not gonna make noise by we for this long while I talk, but keep flying the green, white, and blue. And man, I can't believe Salon they go Nations Cup. Drizzy! And he asked who sends Salon they go Nations Cup. We don't go now, yeah. So better make other music back where they talk say, Salon don't go Nations Cup. Much love, God bless, one love. Local all continue to be good ambassadors of our country, man. Please. And yesterday I did on Instagram, and they invite some people in there for let them say the national pledge, and it was awesome. It was amazing for see one person gonna wait, the other person say national pledge, but they say, oh, he did not vote, so you not talking well. Now, so the reason why they do national pledge is the pledge is where you as an individual, you really swear for represent your country the right way. if you really follow the words of the national pledge, you know, which I may not do again, I wish I didn't until that was FD. And anybody will swear an oath to say they want to represent Sierra Leone, from footballer to musicians to everything. I will make you put your hand up and say the national pledge, because you got to pledge your love and loyalty to your country, Sierra Leone. Now, in the way for Sav, you know, no selfishness, no waiting self, because that green, white, and blue, now it no more matter to you. Go to matter to me, now you. You, me brother, me sister, me uncle, waiting self when a Salomon, because be lie, man, what you can say. The Sierra Leonean, Kei Kamara. I didn't even remember self my name again. Now the Sierra Leonean. Now I know what I remember. So that's how we gotta represent our country, man. God bless.